What's up, you guys? Today we're going to be talking about a looks-maxing weirdo. I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly the type I'm talking about. You know, the guys that are so obsessed with these other guys' looks that it makes them sound, well, gay. I'm sorry, but if you're sitting there rating other guys, you got a little fruit in your tank, bro. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, admit it, you're kind of gay. But that's besides the point. We did not make this video to talk about this guy's, well, sexual attraction to men. We're here to talk about him because he's defending predators. You might be wondering, who is this guy? Who are you speaking of? Today we're going to be talking about LooksmaxxTV, who has recently got the attention of Gideon for his not so good criticisms of Gideon's predator catching. So let's have a look at his video that he made on Gideon. Fair warning though, he went on a whole 1-minute rant.
Guys, predator catchers aren't the heroes they make themselves out to be. And these guys only catch these men because of hypergamy.
Okay, let's take a look at the definition of hypergamy real quick. Hypergamy is the act of custom or marrying or dating a person of higher social economic status. This word that he uses is going to be very important in a little bit.
Now you guys may be thinking, what is this schizo talking about? But guys, just look at the men who all get caught. What do they all share in common? They are all sub-5 unattractive men.
Your point is? I mean, my first thought when I see this video is it has to be rage bait, right? Like, there's no way this guy believes this.
Guys, girls are probably terrified to be even in the same room as these men, let alone even speak or talk to them. Guys, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to bet on these guys' females' interactions, I'm betting 0 across the board.
Putting 100 on it right now, this guy has 0 females in his DMs. A female DMs him and she's like, so what do you watch? And he's like, you know, I watch Clavicular. But guys, let's just hear one of his points out. Maybe we're missing something. Maybe we should just hear him out.
But what does that have to do with predator catchers at all? Guys, it's actually all in your face. These men don't do it because they care about children, or even upholding the law at all. They do it because it's entertaining and it gets them clicks. If they actually cared about what they were doing, they would just call the police. They wouldn't do these big stunts, like buying a Rolls Royce just to expose someone.
Yeah, so maybe let's not hear this fucking brainlet out. Let me just point out the obvious flaws in this logic. The reason why these predator catchers do this is because these videos fund them to catch even more of these monsters. So obviously, to keep viewer retention, they need to make the video entertaining. This is not just to put money in their pockets, but to fund future catches, because this is not something that can be done for free. They need to buy a plane ticket to wherever these predators live. They need an Airbnb most of the time. They even sometimes need an Uber. So let's stop acting like this is all about making bread and actually use our critical thinking skills when talking about subjects such as this.
These guys just catch low-hanging fruit, with that being just sub-5 unattractive males who have no female attention.
Let's say that was true. Who gives a fuck? A predator is a predator, dude. Now, I really want to talk about what he says here because it's a direct contradiction to what he said previously. This ties back to the whole hypergamy word. Is this not a direct contradiction to what you previously said? You claim they only go after quote-unquote sub-5 males, so how exactly would that be hypergamy? Unless you mean it's hypergamy due to Gideon's status as a bigger creator, but even then, that doesn't make any sense. That would mean the predator's going after with someone with higher status, which doesn't make any sense given the fact they believe that they're showing up to meet a little underage kid. And I don't think I have to explain why a child isn't higher status than an adult is. Hypergamy shouldn't even be in this conversation. You just straight up looked up big boy words on Google. These adults are going after underage children that are vulnerable. There is no ifs, ands, or buts in a situation like this.
And then they act all high and mighty when they catch them. Now obviously I'm not in support of predators at all. I think they all should be locked up and the key should be thrown away. I'm just saying, did these men act out of perversion or did they act out of desperation?
How are you going to say that you're not defending predators when in this video you quite literally make excuses for them? You basically claim in this that they should be going after people of higher status and not these fucking losers. Again, a predator is a predator. Get that through your thick skull. Gideon would obviously respond to this video and completely dog on him.
Man they can find, who's super low IQ and super unattractive. Like no shit he's gonna fall for it. These guys are just taking advantage of the 63% army and then acting all high and mighty when doing it.
So If you catch someone low IQ that's doing some harm to a child, that is not a good thing. You should not be happy about that.
And of course this guy would respond, because obviously he's craving attention. So let's go take a look at his shit-ass video.
Fat Marshmallow Gideon reacted to my video.
Ironic, because it sounds like you have the same build as him.
And I wasn't gonna respond because it was so fucking low IQ, I didn't even think it was worth my time. But then guys, he uploaded a YouTube video and then the moral facts came, and holy shit, the copes are so fucking hilarious. You guys were calling me out my name, calling me a saying I'm defending them, calling me a scum of the earth. These guys were throwing the book at me. If they all weren't mentally retarded, I actually probably would be offended.
Oh great, here comes the ad hominems, because you want to just discredit everyone that's criticizing you. Such a great look. What he's trying to do is establish early on that these people are quote-unquote retarded, just so he can manipulate the situation.
But holy shit, after reading those comments, I actually think that Gideon fans are allergic to nuance. Gideon might as well be Jesus Christ to these guys, because in their eyes he can do no wrong.
Yeah, let's just sum it up to glazing and not the fact you said absolutely retarded shit in your video.
Here, because LMT doesn't find this pred attractive that we caught, who was actively doing something to a real 8-year-old girl, because he doesn't break LMT's attractiveness scale, right? We ruined his life. We ruined his life, and we found the normie, and we shouldn't even be proud of ourselves. We shouldn't.
Guys, the whole entire point of that video was simply just saying that sub-5 men are more prone to sting operations.
That was literally not the point of your video. You were trying to discredit everything Gideon did just because they were quote-unquote sub-5 men.
There's literally nothing else to it. Seriously, watch the video. I never said anything like that. Guys, that's pretty much how the whole entire video goes. Gideon just puts words in my mouth and then his retarded fans just regurgitate it out and think that it's actually true. And that's the main reason why these conversations will go nowhere with these people ever. Because they don't actually want to hear you out. They just want someone to dogpile on, someone to embarrass and humiliate.
You could say the same thing about yourself and your content, bro. Like, does anyone see the irony in this, or is it just me? You quite literally are just upset and got your feelings hurt, so you decided to make this video and play victim. And I don't even think Gideon needs to humiliate you when your content already does that for you.
Guys, pedo catching is just a modern day coliseum. It's just bread and circus for retards who do nothing with their life and want to feel better than someone.
Or hear me out, they want to get monsters off the street, you know, the literal predators.
And if you question these guys, they'll quickly put the crimes back onto you, because it never was about the crime. It was about the entertainment the crime gave them. And honestly, it makes sense because pedophiles are monsters. But just because someone's a monster doesn't mean you have jurisdiction to do whatever you want to them.
So you're sympathizing with predators. That's what I got from that. Why do you care that these people are exposing them on the internet? Videos like Gideon spread awareness about these fucking weirdos. It also helps victims speak up. Use your fucking brain, dude.
I mean, just look at this comment. This guy says, I'm the reason the cops don't take them serious. Brother, the cops don't take these guys serious because there's no reason to take them serious. Like, just for a second, imagine you're a cop and some sketchy fat black dude calls you and tells you caught a pedophile. And then when you finally pull up to the crime scene, you see fucking confetti and banana peels all over the floor.
So confetti and banana peels just completely takes away from the fact of what the predator did? Are you fucking slow? You're implying that if a YouTuber catches a predator, that the police shouldn't do their job just because a YouTuber caught them.
Like, why would you take that serious?
Maybe because it's a literal crime and is immoral? Let's think about what you're saying real quick.
Maybe a hot take to Gideon fans, but I don't think upholding the law is by making someone eat a hot chip that makes their asshole burn out.
All of the predator catchers that you use as an example in your video have never done something like that. This is literally just a straw man fallacy to further validate your opinion.
Are making them box someone and get their ass beat.
Yet again, none of the predator catchers you've used as an example have done this to, you know, predators who were going to meet a minor. So what is your point with that?
I don't think that's what the founding fathers had in mind when they were writing the law and constitution. But maybe I'm the crazy one for when they see people actually just go to jail.
A lot of the predators Gideon catches actually end up going to jail, so again, your point is null and void.
And not watching them ride around Lamborghinis and get curb stomped on the street with their teeth knocked out.
Again, none of the predator catchers you've mentioned have done that, and Gideon himself has actively spoke out against people who literally beat up these predators.
I know you guys are gonna go, oh brother, that's not Gideon though. You're talking about someone else. Gideon doesn't do that. He's pure, brother. Brother, oh my god, you don't understand. Gideon is the best. because first of all, get his fat black chode out of your mouth. And second of all, he built his whole entire brand on harassing random people. Let's go down the Gideon timeline. He started off his YouTube making fun of people doing prank videos. So then he has a Christian rebrand, but guess what? Jesus doesn't pay the bills. So he just cycles back and starts making fun of people again, but now they're pedophiles, so it's justifiable to people.
Holy tism rant. Oh my god. I guess doing pranks is just too far, guys. And same with making fun of predators. That's not okay.
All Gideon knows how to do is harass people and bully them. That's why he's a pedo catcher. It's his natural state. That's all he can do is just make fun of people and make them look like fools.
Gideon doesn't need to make them look like fools. They made themselves look like fools when they went to go meet a fucking minor, you fucking moron.
You guys aren't better than me. You guys are worse than me because you just want to watch people get fucking harassed and then say, oh, I'm more moral than you because predators are ma bad, and if you talk about it in any way other than them saying ma bad, you're a predator too. I don't feel bad or I feel like I'm a pedophile for saying what I'm saying because I know what I'm saying is right.
Holy ego, dude.
You are the guys who just want entertainment. Gideon could be a pedophile catcher if he wanted to, but I'm just saying he would be better off doing a private investigation, no YouTube videos, just showing it to the cops, not uploading on YouTube, not harass people, not doing stunts. If that's too much for you to handle, then you're just fucking retarded. There's nothing else to it.
This is the same guy who was talking about nuance in the beginning of this video, by the way. How is he supposed to put money into more catches if it's a private investigation? Use your fucking brain, dude. I feel like I'm going crazy, like I'm saying the same thing over and over again because I'm talking to a fucking toddler.
You're a low IQ scumbag, and you're just as bad as he is.
Great, more ad hominems. Good luck.
But I do want to react to some of these comments because they're so idiotic. Now, this guy asked if I'm scared that I'm next. And let me just paint a picture for you real quick. Imagine I'm just some fat, undesirable, always rejected man.
I don't think we gotta imagine that, buddy. I think that's what you are. And I don't want to hear any of the retarded comments where they're like, oh, you said no ad hominems, but you're using ad hominems. I don't care. People like this deserve to get shamed.
And then randomly one day, a girl texts me, but she just happens to be underage. She's making advances on me, but she just happens to be underage. You think I'm gonna fall for that? Seriously, you've been rejected your whole entire life. You've been called ugly your whole entire life. Girls have always looked at you with disgust, but the one girl that's interested in you just happens to be underage. You would have to be a fool to believe that.
A lot of people believe it. That's why there's so many predator catches, bro. That's the end of his first video, but would you believe he made a second one? And his points get even worse.
I mean, they literally sound like me, except I don't like kids. But guys, I really told myself that the last video I made was my last time talking about this. But guys, there's no feeling better than being right, and holy shit was I fucking right. So for you guys who don't know, there's this famous LooksmaxxTV named Holo who got exposed for buying cheese pizza. And the reactions are exactly what I expected them to be. I mean, guys, just look at this shit.
I wonder what Holo's gonna do now, because I couldn't even imagine that feeling. Opening your phone and realizing your life is over. That's actual rope. That's just rope fuel. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I almost kind of feel bad for him because he's Chad. I mean, like, if he wasn't, like, if he was like LTN, like, he's a sick fuck, but he's Chad, so, like, I kind of feel bad for him. His life is fucking over, bro. He's young, too. Like, dude, that's it. That's raps, bro.
I mean, the jokes actually write themselves.
You mean the fact that you're taking a joke seriously? That guy's obviously a fucking troll. And the dude making that joke is obviously weird as hell too. But I would argue using this to, you know, further validate your narrative is even worse.
This guy went on the internet 100% comfortable to defend a pedophile just because he's attractive.
No, that was obviously a joke. You can tell by the way he said it.
I see the angle he's going here. He's going more of, yeah, they're PDF files, but they're also not attractive. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything?
If it's not self-evident to you in the light of the Holo situation, it has to do with everything. How come the default natural response to the situation is that he's innocent? I mean, where was the jump to exonerate this guy? I don't see any $25 memes for this pred. But guys, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Holo mogs him to suicide.
Yeah, they're PDF files, but they're also not attractive. What does that have to do with anything?
I mean, from what I was told from Gideon fans, they're going for all predators no matter what they look like.
Listen, we don't care if it's low or high-hanging fruit. We're gonna catch it all. If you're trying to meet a child, you will be caught, you will be exposed, and all the information will be given to the police.
Where are these guys right now?
Dude, this is not the own you think it is. Oh my god.
Like, no, seriously, where are they right now? I mean, this is not even alleged. There's literally video recording of him admitting to this.
You go jerk because I'm not fucking enough for you.
I know, and after that time, I was guilty as
No,
fuck. I don't know
no. You had bought in so much.
I hadn't gotten so much.
You spent,
You happened about week.
Mason, it happened.
Right. I need to fucking get help. I'm sorry. It's something that's been going on for a while. I just
No, sorry isn't gonna fucking push it this time.
I know it's not.
I went through everything that you fucking paid for. You used your money. Money that could have been spent on us in our home. You spent it on fucking child porn.
I know, and I have the biggest regret from it.
I don't give a fuck, Mason. I don't give a fuck.
I'm going to figure everything out. I'm going to get off therapy. I need to get I'm cutting off my social media. I'm done. I need to figure my life out. I can't.
I mean, if you ask me, that seems pretty incriminating to me. So how is this his comment section? Like, I know you guys are seeing this too, right? I'm so confused. I thought looks didn't matter. Why is this guy not getting clowned more? Why are we not actively searching for Holo right now and making him explain himself?
Dude, because they're trolls. There's like mad trolls on TikTok. I could find people doing this to fucking EDP too. On top of that, this isn't a well-known situation. This has obviously not been brought to fucking Gideon's attention. This is just a niche controversy in the LooksMax community. I have never heard of this guy. I've never seen any of his content. How are you going to put us to that standard when nobody knows this guy? If I seen this controversy, I would say the same thing I say about every chopped predator. He is a weirdo. He is a predator. And for you to use this as some kind of example to show that we don't stay consistent, that's extremely malicious.
I mean, this guy says no matter if they're ugly or attractive, bad things should come their way. But nothing bad has happened to Holo yet at all.
Nothing bad has happened to him, yet he got exposed on TikTok from the clips you show. What is your point?
So I'm like confused. Because from what I've shown you guys, the evidence is pretty damning. So can someone please explain to me why Holo is not getting the hate he deserves right now? I mean, everyone was so quick to call me a predator and clown me, with absolutely zero evidence at all of me being a predator. This guy has all the evidence in the world pointing towards him being one, and everyone turns a blind eye.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro? If people like me and Gideon seen this, we would cover it. I'm willing to cover it right now. And again, this is not the own you think it is, because this isn't people from my community. This isn't people from Gideon's community, quote unquote, defending him. It's people from your community, your side of the internet, you know, the Looksmaxxing community. So would that not be a bad look on your end? Not ours?
Can someone please tell me why is that? Like, I'm so lost on that. Because in practice, if what you guys are saying is true, police should be at Holo's door yesterday.
You were the same guy who was talking about you guys should do private investigations. How do you know that this isn't happening to that guy right now? It's not made to the public. You are being a hypocrite. And I'm not saying that's 100% what's happening, but how are you supposed to know everything that's going on? This guy just has such a massive ego that he thinks he knows everything and that he could never be wrong.
Not even today. Yesterday. If this was Black Ops 2 cell, his door had already been kicked down. The police would have had his face on the ground, and you guys have been parading behind it saying, see man, we call another predator and shit, man.
This is such a false equivalence. What we're talking about isn't a predator catcher catching this guy. It's his girlfriend, who doesn't know what to do in this situation. So stop acting like this is the same thing. It's not. I'm not even going to respond to the rest of the video because it's just the same idiotic statements over and over and over again, and it's annoying. I'm going to make it clear right now, I'm not calling this guy a predator. I just think he's stupid as hell and a malicious little fucking shit. I deadass think I lost brain cells watching his videos. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.